All right, so here we are with Austin Fontenot, ag pilot.
Yep.
How'd you get into aviation? What you you always wanted to be?
Not really.
Not really.
When I was growing up, like coming through, I don't know, maybe 8th, 9th grade, I wanted to be a vet.
Oh.
Out of all things, I wanted to be a vet. When I figured out how hard it was to get into vet school, I was like, nope.
Did you start down that road?
Nope, never.
Oh.
Once I got into my sophomore, senior year of high school, I started my flight training. But I grew up in the country, you know.
Yeah.
My dad we lived down Gravel Road in the middle of, not nowhere, but right in Mamu.
Oh, yeah.
My dad had a bunch of buddies that farmed and worked on farms and stuff like that. And I always saw the crop dusters. I was like, man, that would be cool to do. So I didn't have anybody in my family that flew before me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, a little kid sees an airplane, a big yellow airplane flying over the house, and you get to go sit in one, when you're 12, 13 years old.
Did they have one a crop dusting company close where you could go and?
Yeah, one of my dad's buddies owned and still owns a flying service, probably 10 minutes from the house.
Okay.
And we lived close enough where I'd ride my four-wheeler and a dirt bike to the little strips,
mm-hmm.
and race them down the gravel road on my dirt bike.
Yes.
Just, I was always fired up about it. So I started liking it in my senior year of high school. I started taking flight lessons.
So where'd you go for your flight lessons?
I soloed in Pineville at Lake Bulow.
Yeah.
You know where that's at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I soloed there, and I did, I don't know, maybe 15 or 20 hours, and then I went to Bastrop to Flying Tigers.
Okay.
That's where I initially started.
So they do a lot of, like, crop dusting type stuff or tailwheel type stuff, right?
They did. They did before they closed down.
Yeah.
But that's where I got my tail endorsement. I did some light bar training, stuff like that,
So what is that?
The light bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, the light bar is, it's like a LED light bar about, I don't know, maybe 16, 18 inches.
Mm-hmm.
It sits on the nose of the airplane, and that's what keeps you on your swath.
Oh, so you're straight line, so
Right.
you're not, okay.
Right, yeah.
Oh.
You're not doing
It's
S turns over the field?
yeah, it's like following an approach or something, But it's on the nose, and it tells you your speed, your swath. You can make it, in the GPS system, you can make it do whatever you want.
Yeah.
There's 4 positions on it. I can't even remember what mine is because it's
just
on
set
there
already.
Yeah, it's set on there. But your swath, your speed, your heading, and your altitude of how high you are.
So I'm assuming that, that's important as far as the height, because if you get too high, then you're not really, or it's spreading too much, isn't it?
Sometimes too low when you're actually spraying, like spraying insecticide, fungicide, herbicide, whatever. Sometimes too low is too bad because it doesn't let your pattern get out.
Okay, yeah.
So anywhere, everybody's different, but anywhere from 10 feet to 15 or 20 foot when you're spraying. 20 foot's a little high if you ask me, but anywhere from 10 to 15 foot above the crop is where you want to be, and that'll let your pattern get out and get down and right. When you're fertilizing, when you have the spreader on, you're fertilizing, or you're planting rice or whatever you're doing, ryegrass, any kind of dry work, 50 foot, anything over 50 foot, your pattern will almost be the same.
Yeah.
So before, like if I'm flying a big field with some tall trees, I'll be just to where I don't have to pull up over the trees to get over them.
So you went over there and got the tailwheel training and the swath training.
Yeah. They had a ag cat with a radio engine. It was actually a 2-hole ag cat. They made the hopper an extra seat.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess
like an instructor or something.
Yeah. The instructor would sit. I think the instructor would sit behind you. I never got to fly it because it closed down before I can get there. But they had a turbine airplane as well, but I didn't get to do that either.
So you went into flying to be an ag pilot,
right? Yeah, I did actually. I didn't want to do anything else, and everybody always asks, you want to go do some charter flying? Do you want to go do anything else? I'm like, not really.
Nope.
I'm having fun doing this.
Yeah.
Right now I am,
How long you been doing it?
This will be my 6th season.
Okay, cool.
Number 6, I think.
We get some people that are just kind of get their private, and I mean we don't have any knowledge to do anything past the private. As far as, I mean, we could do the commercial, but like as far as the ag stuff, we don't have anything to do. We don't have a tailwheel. We don't. Have, most people end up getting the private, and then I guess going out. Can you get kind of on the job training, like go work for a flying service and say they'll teach you, or that doesn't usually happen?
If they have the stuff to do it, if they have a tailwheel airplane, I mean, the insurance is one thing. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
The insurance wants to see a lot of tailwheel time. So if you can get a lot of tailwheel time before you even want to go do that, but yeah, like if a guy would be interested, it's good to go work on the ground and learn the ground side of things. Learn how to hook a hose up to an airplane, which is simple.
Yeah.
Learn how to run a pump, learn how to drive a loaded truck, learn all the insides and outs on the ground before you even start
the flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you know the ground, if your airplane breaks or something like that, or something goes wrong in the cockpit, I know what's wrong.
Yeah.
You know, a pump breaks or something like that, before you even start. But yeah, a guy could approach somebody that has a flying service or a pilot that works at a flying service to do it.
So you went to Flying Tigers, and then what happened after that?
I went home and worked for a little bit, just trying to figure out where to go.
Yeah.
And then I went to Waco, Texas. In Waco, they had a 504, which is like an air tractor 504. It's a side by side air tractor.
Oh, really?
Actually, yeah.
Air tractor?
Yeah, they have.
I've never heard that term. That's awesome.
No, that's the manufacturer air tractor. Yeah,
that's awesome.
I went over there for a little while, did some more training, and that school actually closed down too while I was there.
Boy, you got bad luck.
Yeah, closing them down.
Yeah, me and one of my buddies, Zach, were at Flying Tigers together, and it closed down. And a couple of our other friends kind of finished or went their own ways, and then we're at Waco, and he came and he did just the turbine transition, and he left. And while I was there, I wasn't long after him. It closed down, and I was like, I'm just gonna go home and find a flight school and go finish my commercials and just start calling people.
Yeah,
all over the country.
So where'd you? Is that what you did? You went? Yeah, got your commercial.
You said all over the country. Where were you calling from?
I started in Minnesota.
Okay, that's what.
Actually, yeah.
So you weren't here yet.
Not flying here yet. Yeah, I started in Minnesota and did some stuff over there and learned a bunch. A guy took me in and showed me how to work on airplanes through the winter, and then kind of showed me everything else. And then one of my buddies at home, one of my really good buddies now, we're really good friends, called me and said, hey, one of my pilots is going to do some missionary flying in another country, and I need a pilot. So I moved back from Minnesota to Louisiana and went to Church Point, and he kind of showed me the reins in a 502 turbine. I had a turbine transition already, but
yeah,
he put me doing some easy stuff, spraying fungicide a little bit and doing a little bit of fertilizer, and that's kind of how I got my foot in the door and rolled.
Good timing.
Do you have your instrument rating?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not.
That's common though. With because you really don't need it if
more than you know.
Yeah,
more than you think. A lot of guys I know that fly ag don't have their instrument rating. A lot of people that ask me about, I want to be a crop duster, I want to do this, and then the people that actually go do it, I'm like, get your instrument rating.
Really?
I tell them, why not?
Yeah.
You got to get your commercial. Just get it on your way to your commercial.
Yeah. It really never expires other than, you having to do.
Yeah, you just got to do some recurrent stuff.
Stuff. Yeah. Just like an instrument proficiency check at some point if you actually want to fly IFR. But, I mean, the on your license, it don't go away. It's there forever, once you do
it's
the
like
check
endorsement on your driver's license.
Pretty much.
But, yeah, I tell guys, they're like, I don't want to do training. It's too hard to take. No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's real. I don't have it, but I know if I could go back and restart from day one, I would get my instrument rating because I've been in some stuff that I could have used it. Yes. Yeah. I mean, I think everybody has.
Yeah.
If you're a pilot, you probably got caught in something or went when you wasn't supposed to go. Or you
have to get 250 hours anyway to get your commercial, so might as well throw that instrument rating.
Yeah, what is it, 40 hours?
Yeah, 40 hours minimum. Yeah.
Yeah, you might as well get it.
Yeah.
I tell a lot of guys that, and whoever's listening, get your instrument rating. If you get the chance to get your instrument rating, get it.
Yeah. So the farmers don't use a tractor or anything?
Some do. Some of our farmers that we work for, they drill rice and we plant it with the airplane.
Okay.
So they'll flood the fields when we do it with the airplane. They'll put a flood on them, and then we'll throw a basic blend of fertilizer on it with the herbicide in the water.
Okay.
Actually throw the fertilizer in the water, and then they'll wait, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 days, and then we come behind them and we plant the rice with the airplane with the spreader.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
It does a pretty job. Some of them claim that if they actually plant the rice with a air seeder or whatever they drill it with.
So that would be a dry field and they plant the rice, or they have to flood it still?
No, it's dry. They plow it or they cultivate it, whatever, and then they come behind it with a drill it, and then sometimes they'll come behind them with a ground rig and fertilize them with the ground rig, and then they flood it.
Okay.
Once the rice sprouts and gets to, I'm not a farmer, but
yeah.
I mean, I know a little bit about it, but it works both ways. It works well.
Yeah.
They have it down to a T.
All I know is pretty much, just watching crop dusters fly around, and I mean, y'all stay pretty low, and y'all get right at what come. You were just saying like 20 feet or 10, depending on.
You get low.
Yeah.
We fly under power lines sometimes.
Do you go check the area for power lines before?
Oh, yeah. I probably should do a better job at doing that in the fields that I fly all the time.
Yeah.
Because I'm on where I'm at right now. I grew up there, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can throw a power line up.
Like when I go to Iowa up north to spray corn, I do fly like once around the field and look down at it, make sure try to see what's there.
You ever hit anything?
No.
But
that's common though
birds. Yeah. I had a bird come through my windshield
through your windshield
2 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. So in the air tractor,
what kind of bird?
Yeah, what kind of bird?
A white egret.
An egret?
Yeah.
They're pretty big. Too.
Yeah, it's a big bird.
Did it just like land in your seat? Like, oh.
Well, they have on the air tractors, they have a front windshield, and then the front one's glass, and then the two side ones, they're kind of curved. Those are plexiglass. And I was spraying a field. I think I was spraying some herbicide, spraying a field, and I was about to come out of the field, and they dive. When you go towards a bird, they dive.
Yeah.
The ones that you see, you will not hit.
Yeah.
They'll dive. But the ones you don't see, that I guess they're stupid. they come down and
then run into the plane.
That bird, I was just spraying, whatever, rolling. It sounded like a gunshot. Just, I don't know if you ever hit anything in an airplane, but you can hit it.
Nothing that big.
And it blew out the window, and there was guts and blood all in the cockpit, and it stunk, and it was a nightmare. But it made a suction.
Yeah,
it was like a Venturi. It made a suction out of the airplane, and I turned my pump off and flew back to the airport and landed. And my boss was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Look at the window. Look at the window." Yeah, just smashed the bird.
Yeah. You're covered in bird. What are you doing?
Yeah. But called the mechanic, and the mechanic came that day, put a new window on it. Next day I was rolling again.
So there's a switch for the pump? Like it's just either on or off?
Yeah, on my stick there's a on off it's a brake. On the pump that's air driven, it looks like a brake caliper on the pump. And you turn it on and the pump will spin, and you turn it off and the pump stops spinning. But there's a handle there's like a ball valve on the bottom of the airplane. And when you push it down, it opens the ball valve, and the pump's still spinning, and it pumps it through to your booms.
Oh, okay.
But I don't use my pump brake. I use it to, like, when I'm on the way to the field, it'll be off.
You turn it on the whole time you're flying?
Yeah, the whole time you're spraying, it's on. Yeah.
How much is the whatever you're carrying weigh?
Fertilizer, like that basic blend I was talking about earlier, whenever we're doing that.
Pellets, aren't they?
Yeah, it looks like some Dippin' Dots.
Yeah.
That's the perfect
I was going to say that too, because I helped a guy in Natchitoches when I was going to school up there, and he was flying out of the Natchitoches airport. And this had to have been like 06 or so. So he, anyway, I was helping him for a little bit, and he, and I did when he was spraying fertilizer. They look like little pellets.
Yep.
Little Dippin' Dots.
Like I was saying, the basic blend, I can put 5,000 pounds in the hopper if I want to.
Yeah.
But I never do that. 4,500 to 4,000 to 4,500 is about what I'm comfortable with, depending on the strip that I'm on. And then you go to like nitrogen and urea fertilizer, and I can only put like 3,800 pounds of that full because of it's just the density of it is less than the basic blend.
So who figures up how much you need? I mean, I guess it's the size of the field, of course. I guess, but
the farm. Well, I guess you can say the crop consultants, they know, or they go look at the rice and they say this rice needs this many pounds of fertilizer per acre.
Yeah.
Normally, like when we're doing that basic blend, we'll do anywhere from 180 to about 250 or 300 pounds of fertilizer per acre. And then you apply multiple times after that, even 2 or 3, 4 times after that, urea fertilizer.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Throughout the season?
Right, right. As it grows, it gets to a certain stage in its growth.
Mm-hmm.
There's, I don't know what the names are of the stages or nothing like that, but it gets to a certain stage and they're like, okay, we'll put another 150 pounds. Put another 150 pounds.
And that's up to the farm. I mean, the farmer calls y'all and says, hey, I need y'all to come and spray.
Yeah, the farmer will show up to the flying service, schedule whatever fields they want, whatever form they want. And they'll tell you, I want this many pounds per acre. And then we call the fertilizer company or the chemical company like Nutrien, Helena, Simplot, whoever.
Yeah.
And they will bring us the fertilizer after we tell them how much they need. And then the fertilizer company bills the farmer and we bill the farmer.
Okay.
Yep.
Does it change how you fly the plane? I don't really know how weight works on airplanes. Does it change how you fly the plane as you're spraying?
Oh, yeah. The lighter you get, the easier it is to turn.
Okay.
You know, it like you're burning off fuel.
Yeah.
You're burning off product, whether it's dry or wet, you know, whether it's chemical or fertilizer. But the lighter you get, obviously, it's easier to turn, easier to work. But,
so at first it is kind of like a, come on.
It's kind of spongy, especially during we fly during the summer.
When you lift it, getting off the runway.
Yeah, when it's 80, 95 degrees outside and it's humid and hot. And you carrying 4,000 pounds and you're on a short strip and you come on, son, get off the runway.
Come on, son.
Yeah, and I've had plenty of times where I had to back off, you know, take a lighter load because, I mean, if the wind starts blowing 25 mile an hour and we're slinging fertilizer 30 mile an hour.
Oh yeah, the wind affects how much it won't go where it's supposed to go. Yeah,
trying to turn with a tailwind in the heat and over some dang trees, you know, some freaking rough trees.
So, well, how close do y'all get to those trees? Because y'all will come down and get it.
Yeah, I mean, we have some stuff that I spray that's in the middle of the woods, and you come down over the trees and as close as you can get, you know, turn on when you cross the trees and turn off before you get over them. But I don't know, probably 4, 5, 6, 10 feet, you know.
You caught a branch in your
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I think everybody that does it.
I was
just fine. You whoop.
I mean, you could hear it, or you come back with a tree branch, or
that's a little too close.
I've gone under some power lines and got my wheels in the beans.
Oh yeah,
you know, and you could feel it dragging you. Yeah, not going under that one anymore. But yeah, like the big cross country wires on them big giant poles.
Yeah,
you can fly like before you fly under them. A lot of times, what I do, I'll fly on the side of them low and try to see if I can get under them. And if I'm comfortable with it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Like a corn crop under those, I normally don't fly under them unless I know for sure I can get under them.
Yeah.
You'll be trimming the corn.
The corn crop's tall, so it's closer to the lines. But like rice or beans or something is just a shorter crop.
Yeah.
So you can get under them pretty easy.
I'm sure the farmer wouldn't be happy about you taking out his crop either.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not. But I mean, if you can get under it and you can do a good job getting under it, you do it. If not, you just spray right over the top of them.
Yeah.
If the wind works in your favor, if the wind's blowing like hell, you shouldn't be spraying anyways.
Yeah.
So
what's the limit?
I like to, if I'm spraying herbicide, I like the label. There's a label on the chemical on the jugs actually that tells you how far you can push it, but most of them aren't over 15 mile an hour.
Okay.
But when I'm spraying, I don't like to go over 10. If I'm spraying Roundup or 2,4-D or something like that.
It's going to drift off, huh?
kill people's yards and gardens and everything.
You get phone calls and
yeah. People get very more mad than you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
The plane you're flying, is it turbine or is it?
Yeah, it's a turbine airplane.
Okay, so I mean it's pretty reliable as far as engine.
Yeah. You don't hear much of
PT6, huh?
Yep. Dash 65 on the one I fly.
Yeah.
600-gallon airplane, Dash 65. It's got some power.
Yeah.
That one's actually derated a little bit because of the airframe limitations on it.
Oh, okay. So what's the horsepower, like 1,200 or something?
I think it's 1,350, if I'm not mistaken. And I have on that I fly a 602. It has on the torque, it's 3,200 redline, I think.
Okay.
But in an 802, which is a step up from a 602, I think it's like 4,200, if I'm not mistaken, pounds of torque.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that 602 has all the power you need. It's awesome. It flies awesome.
Well, you don't go that fast when you're spraying.
Oh, like 170, 180.
Okay, that's not slow.
Yeah. No, it's not slow.
No,
especially when you're about 20 feet off the ground.
Yeah, when you have a tailwind, it ain't nothing to see 180. Yeah,
that's about how fast the Cessnas go, huh?
182 or something. Or the Cirrus will go. The SR-22 will go about 180.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I've had it without booms, without spray booms, without a spreader, just clean. Nothing on it.
Yeah,
like 200,
cool.
210.
Cool.
With a good tailwind. Yeah, rolling.
Y'all travel though too, don't you? Don't you go up to Iowa? You said.
Yeah, I go to Iowa and I spray. I take the airplane from home and go over there, and they hire us contract work. There's so much corn over there that, I mean, it's millions and millions of acres of corn that don't quote me, but when the corn tassels, you have a certain time frame to spray the fungicide on the corn.
Okay. And
if you don't spray it within that time, it's not effective. So there's so many acres planted at one time that they have to call help.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it makes sense for them to not have that many airplanes for just, 3 or 4 months out of the year.
Yeah.
But
how do y'all coordinate multiple airplanes over the same field? Or is it just so big?
Well, only one airplane will spray the same field, but I've been to where I was working close, like even to a field that was butted up to each other. We've been working and
you just stay on your field, really.
Yeah, you talk on the radio, and if somebody's not talking on the radio, you just kind of figure it out.
Hope for the best.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to pay attention, dude. Where I fly in Mamu, it's close. I mean, our neighbor has, I think, 6 or 7 airplanes, and we run one.
Yeah.
So we're all in each other's territory, working for the same people even sometimes, and you just got to be careful. You got to watch.
What kind of strip are y'all taking off out of? Because I've seen a lot of these like half paved, half grass strips.
Yeah, the one we fly off of actually is an old co-op, and it's an old municipal airport. Actually, it used to be
really?
Mamu Municipal Airport. So it's closed down. Only we use it, but that one's a 3,000-foot strip from end to end.
It's paved the whole way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's nice.
It's old, but it's there. If it rains, we can fly.
Yeah.
It's not too wet, but we fly off of like some little remote strips that are grass.
Okay.
Grass in the middle of a field.
Yeah.
I've taken off and I've flown a field touching the strip.
So how do y'all when you load up? You got to watch your weight, or I guess you just, if it's rained, you got to make sure the field's dry enough because you're going to dig into it, huh?
The strip?
Yeah, if it's a grass strip.
Yeah, we go check them. My boss will go ride and take his truck and go ride and make sure it's dry enough to fly off of. But
yeah, because you load that thing down and you go running down the runway.
I've been on some wet strips and they get, it gets slick. It's just like ice on the road in a vehicle when a strip's wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can get pretty serious pretty quick. Just like anything else, just like any other situation flying, it don't take long to get in a bad situation.
Yeah.
You fill up your own plane?
Like fuel and fertilizer and stuff. No, we have guys that work on the ground.
Okay, so it's a separate job.
Yeah, we have 2 guys that work for us, and one will drive the loader truck. So we have a big truck with a hopper on the back when we're doing fertilizer, and it has an auger that comes out, and it'll auger all the way up, and they drive straight up to the airplane and drop it. Yeah, put it in the hopper. And I have a hydraulic door that opens by itself.
So you don't even need to shut down. You just roll up.
It stays. That airplane will stay running for 10 or 12 hours.
They'll fuel.
Yeah,
there's
a quick connect fuel. Just
like a single point.
Yeah, there's single point. We have it's little though. It's not like a jet or something.
Okay.
You know, it's probably 3 inches around.
So if you need gas, they just hook the single point up, fill you up.
Yep, we have a smoker, and whenever I need fuel when I'm coming into land, I'll pop that smoke, and they know it's time to put fuel. But
oh, nice.
I got about 2.5 hours of fuel on that airplane specifically, and I don't like to push it past about an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah,
but I take full fuel every time, 210 gallons, and
wow.
Roll.
I'm thinking about the weight and balance. So you got the you full fuel, and then if you fill up your hopper full of whatever, you're gonna might be too heavy. I guess depends on what you're taking off of too. And
so you have you're sitting in the cockpit, and then in front of you it's a big fiberglass hopper, and then in front of that is the motor.
Okay, so it's centered. It's not like it's
okay. It's just right in front of you, one big hopper in front of you, and it just flows down.
Gotcha.
They have vents on it that come out the bottom of the airplane.
Okay.
When you're doing fertilizer, you turn the vents forward, and when you're doing liquid, you just loosen them up and turn them backwards.
Okay.
Yep. But it flows evenly. Yeah.
There's one that I see a lot in Opelousas. Of course, I know, and usually he has his trucks out there.
That's probably my buddy Hayden.
Okay.
They fly out of Church Point, and they use the Opelousas airport a lot.
Yeah.
They use bag trucks a lot though. It's like a big long hydraulic boom.
Yeah.
That raises, and there's a big bag that hangs on it.
Oh, I've seen.
And a quick latch on the bottom of it. That's actually quicker to load.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like 30 seconds versus 2 minutes.
So they fill up the bag first, like they
right. They pull up to the fertilizer tender.
Yeah.
They drive a tender with 40,000 pounds on the tender, and there's an auger on it, and you just drive the bag under it, fill it up, and they have a scale on it. Some of them have hanging scales, and some of them have scales. Like ours has a scale in the truck. It'll tell you how much is actually in the bag.
Yeah.
So.
That's cool. So you know from the inside how much you have left.
Right. I mean, they give you a full map in a paper with how many pounds per job.
Okay.
That you need, but we make it even loads. You know, if we have 100,000 pounds to do, I'll do 4,000 or whatever comes out to equal loads. That way, you're trying to do X amount of acres per load, depending on how many pounds per acre is going out.
Yeah.
And you want to run a little bit ahead, just an acre or two, to make sure you don't run out of product.
Yeah, you don't want to run out. Well, how do y'all know where you went? I mean, so
it's not like cutting the grass.
Well, it's not like cutting your grass. So if you say you run out of your stuff, whatever you're spraying, and then you got to go back and fill up, and then you come back to the field.
Yeah.
How do you know where you went?
In the airplane, we have a screen that's
like a GPS.
Yeah, it looks like a computer. Yeah, just like a G1000 or something.
Okay.
Just a screen. It's touch screen, and when you actually are applying the product, it paints a strip. So when you come back, you can look at that. But most of the time, you want to try to run out at the end of a pass. That way, you're not in the middle.
Overlapping.
Yeah, you're not in the middle. But it'll, you can look at that if you run out in the middle. If you have some big, giant long runs, you can look at that and it'll tell you. Yep. There's some little switches on the airplane that when you open it, it turns the paint on, and then when you close it, it turns the paint on.
When people ask you what you do you just tell them I'm an ag pilot?
Basically.
What would be the first thing that you'd want to tell somebody asking that? Like, oh, here's the cool part of it.
I'm off half of the year.
That's
like we work from, in my season in this area, we work from like the end of February, beginning of March to like the end of August.
Okay.
And then the rest of the year, we almost don't do anything.
That's why you were able to learn the ground stuff during the winter months whenever you first started.
Right. When I was in Minnesota, he taught me how to do preventive maintenance and I helped him do annuals and stuff like that. During the winter, I like to hunt,
Yeah.
I like to hunt a lot. So it works. That's my favorite part about the job. I love flying and I love doing my job. It turns into a job eventually, just like anything else. You have your bad days and you have your good days, but the winter, the 4 or 5 months off of work in a row is nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So the farmers just kind of come to y'all and say, "Hey, I want to." It's kind of random, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I mean, when to expect it.
like they're going to be fertilizing around this time of the year. Right. They're going to be spraying herbicide around this time of the year.
Fungicide at the end.
Yeah.
Do certain farmers like certain sprayers? Like, do they like, I don't want this company because they do it like this? Or does everybody do it the same?
Some people do a bad job and some people do a good job. And,
like everything else.
Sometimes I do a bad job. It happens, Yeah. Everybody, sometimes I miss
a bad day, huh?
Yeah, sometimes you miss a spot when you're planting rice and there's a skip or when you're doing fertilizer, you miss a spot. It happens, and for the most part, they're understanding about it. Some farmers have their preference of what flying service they use because, they might be friends with this one or
good
somebody
experience.
does a better job than the other one. And I'm not saying I do a better job than anybody else, but to answer your question, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's just deciding on when they want the herbicide, so they just...
Yeah, they'll come in anytime, and whenever they feel like they need to put some fertilizer or they want to jump start it or something, they'll come and throw a shot on it.
Do they watch y'all the entire time y'all spray?
Some do.
Some do?
Sitting out there in their truck watching y'all?
Yeah. Some do, some don't. I mean, you get people on the side of the dang road taking pictures and videos while you're spraying and flying, and sometimes it makes me nervous. I'm wondering if it's the Department of Ag or somebody.
FAA
Am I doing something
or whatever.
wrong?
Yes.
Don't mess up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember, make me sound old, but I remember.
Yes.
River Ranch was a soybean field, and
really,
and yes, and
that should make you sound
that's
old.
The reaction. You're old, but there used to be a crop duster who would come and my grandparents live right next to where River Ranch is, so when it was a soybean field, we used to have crop duster come.
Yeah,
when I was younger,
probably old ag cat.
Yeah,
yep.
They got the big radials.
Yeah,
yeah.
They started converting a lot of those to turbines.
Okay.
Lately, in the last, 20 years, 10 years,
I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming that radials are not as reliable.
Right. They'll blow a jug or something.
Yeah. I mean, they're cool. They're cool engines.
They're awesome. They sound awesome.
Yeah.
They're loud. They're cool. Big engine.
But not reliable.
Not as reliable as a turbine.
Yeah.
I mean, if anybody knows how a turbine runs. I mean, you said you have some turbine time, and you don't just hear of a turbine engine blowing up or quitting on you unless there's something seriously wrong with it.
What's the pattern you usually take? Is it usually cutting the grass back and forth, back and forth, back and forth?
Yeah. So
you ever do a backflip to come back?
Oh no, you can't. You're not supposed to. Man, there's probably 10 different patterns you can do a back to back, which is just set your A on one side, B on one side, and then you just advance over and over and over. The one that's, to me, is the most efficient and works the best when you're heavy and you're turning is a racetrack. It's just imagine an oval NASCAR racetrack.
Yeah.
You start on one side, set your A and your B point, and that draws your line for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to the other side of the field and you set your C point. So it knows how wide the field is. And you make one pass on this side and then one pass in the middle, and then you advance over and over and over and over.
So you're not trying to follow the rows or anything. If it's corn or something like that's rows.
Sometimes you get lucky and it's nice when it's there because it helps you stay on track. But 90% of the time, you're not going to be following the lines.
Yeah. Okay.
But if there is a straight line, like a road or a field road or something straight, that's where you're going to want to set your AB line. If the field allows you to do it. Sometimes you get a field that looks like a freaking hand. And that's the ones that are just horrible to spray because there's no good way to do it.
Yeah.
When you get a nice long rectangle or a square, it's like, oh, this is nice.
That's all I've been picturing was a rectangle or a square.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah,
they got some weird
something that looks like a hand.
If you give your 2-year-old a marker and tell your kid to draw a shape on the paper, some fields look just like you would imagine that.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm telling you, dude, sometimes it's horrible.
Yeah.
And then, some of the farmers have their stuff planted in big blocks. The bigger the field, the faster you are working it and the more efficient you are. And then some farmers have some little 20, 30 acre fields that you have to take a full load to go do it, and you're dogging it around on that little field, making a bunch of turns.
Oh, yeah.
The bigger fields are always nicer.
Yeah.
You get paid per field?
So a lot of pilots in that fly ag get paid a percentage of what the company charges.
So it's not like per hour.
I've heard of a couple people getting paid per hour to fly ag.
It's rare,
but
huh?
It's rare.
I feel like that would be kind of dumb because you just take your time.
Just for instance, if let's say we charge $10 per acre to spray, the pilot will make 20%.
Gotcha.
Or that's about the going rate of what almost all pilots in the United States get paid to fly.
Yeah.
Some are less, some are more. It just depends on where you're at. And like where I'm at, you almost do the same amount of acres every year.
Gotcha.
Because we fly for the same farmers, fly the same fields every other year. You know, there's a crop rotation. You get paid a percent. That's the normal thing.
So that 6 months you're not working, you're not really getting paid anything.
If you're not flying, you're not getting paid.
Yeah. So I'm kind of interested in this Mamu Airport. I didn't even know there was one out there.
Yeah, like I said, it's closed now.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody. I mean,
it's not even it's not on the section or anything.
Oh, yeah, it is. LA 25.
Okay.
Yep.
To fly over it, go check it out.
It's private.
Well,
yeah, it's a private strip now.
Gotcha.
You can see it though, like when you fly over the X's on 1.6 and would it be 1.6 and 3.2? No.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know.
I don't have my full flight.
You can see the X's on the numbers on the runway. Yep.
Church Point, they've got a little strip, don't they?
Yeah, that's my buddy and them fly out of there, Acadian Dusters. Okay. They have a grass strip out there too that they fly off of.
A private strip or just a...
Yeah, it's private. In Church Point, the same guys you said that fly off Opelousas.
Okay, those are the guys.
Yeah, they have a grass strip there, and part of it's paved.
Okay.
You know, if you would ask me if I want to work off of a grass strip all day or a paved strip, I'm going to work off of a grass strip.
Why?
It's just these softer landing.
Okay.
It's easier to land. You make better landing. It's softer. It doesn't beat the air. If the strip's smooth, it doesn't beat it up. But some strips you fly off of are rough. Feels like going down a damn road in Evangeline Parish.
They don't grade them or anything.
Yeah, they fix them.
Fix it.
If they need to be fixed, or there's some, some holes in them because they drive on them with tractors, believe it or not.
Wow.
And if there's some holes in them, they'll go fix them with a dirt bucket or something like that. Put some dirt if they need to put some dirt.
It's a different world as far as like what I've been involved in, you know, on the corporate side and charter side and ag side. I didn't know too many people who.
There's a lot of old guys that still do it. There's not as, as the older I get and the further I go, obviously I see a lot of young guys coming into it. But when you start and you're young, you seem like you're the only young guy doing it.
Yeah.
But it seems like sometimes some people are scared to try to get into it. But there's actually flight schools out there that actually take you from 0 hours, put you through your commercial, and then train you ag. I have a buddy that just finished doing that.
So are there any in Louisiana, or is it just,
not anymore in Louisiana. There's one in Mississippi, I think.
All right, Ryan.
Well, we're going to have to start doing ag training.
and then there's one in Texas. That's where my buddies just went, and they said that one was pretty good. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
But there are schools out there that'll take you from 0 hours and put you all the way through, and even some of them will give you a turbine transition.
Okay.
And if not, there's a training place in Kansas that they have an actual turbine simulator.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
that's suffices for a turbine transition.
Yeah.
The insurance will actually
cool.
approve that. It's just like a instrument simulator where you can log actual instrument time. It's the same thing for that.
Yeah. It's like a type rating. You're in a simulator the whole time.
Yeah, they have a King Air simulator at that place too.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I think they still. I haven't been there in
All right, Ryan.
10 years.
Oh, we got to get a simulator now. I don't know where we're going to put it. Full motion simulator.
Yep. It's pretty cool. And they'll teach you, how to start the turbine airplane in the simulator.
Oh, really?
Everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the demand like
for a pilot?
For ag pilots?
If you want to get into it,
you could.
It's almost knowing somebody though.
Yeah.
Like if you want to go to one of those flight schools and do it, if you don't know anything, I wouldn't say they're bad by any means. If that's the only thing you know and the only thing you can go and do. If I could go back and restart, I would never go to an ag school.
Oh, really?
I would just go back and the money you spend on flight school to get your commercial, I don't know what does it cost?
We tell everybody about 60.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can expect that to go to an ag school, 60 to 80.
Yeah.
Probably. If I could go back and restart, I would go and buy me an airplane and find me an instructor to teach me in my airplane. For $80,000, you can buy a pretty nice little tailwheel airplane, I would go back and do that, and
then you get all that tailwheel time. Huh?
You get all that tailwheel time.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I would try to find me an operator that would take you in and maybe try to teach you in his off time or
make some friends.
Is that a thing that some of the operators do? Where they is it a buddy system or is it like, oh well, yeah, I'll take you in and we'll train you? And
yeah, if somebody's nice enough to do it, they'll do it. Some people literally don't have the time to do it.
Yeah.
And if you ask around enough and you call around enough, somebody will be nice enough to say, yeah, I'll take you in and I'll show you some stuff.
Yeah.
If they need an extra hand on the ground or they're just simply nice enough to say, I'll take you in and I'll show you some stuff. And then, you can go fly with somebody and show them something.
But you'll probably be working on the ground first.
Right. Most of the time. An operator, if you want to go fly for them, if you have all your stuff to go fly, all your training and everything to go fly, it helps if you've loaded ag planes for a year or two.
Yeah.
Even not even a year or two, just a couple seasons. It makes it better to
know all that.
Yeah. Yep. But like I said, if I could restart, I'd go back, and then once you're done your training, you have an airplane.
Yeah.
You can go have fun in your airplane, or you can sell it and get your money back most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not too many places that have tailwheel. I mean, I know there was a school in Fly-by-Night in Hammond had a tailwheel when I worked there back in the day.
It's hard to
back
in 1984.
Back in 19, yeah. When that soybean field was over.
Yeah. River Ranch. Yeah. I mean,
yeah. So but that's the only school that I know of that's got a tailwheel, and in Louisiana, I think actually they sold theirs because they didn't.
It's hard to come by a tailwheel instructor. It really is. If you get your tailwheel endorsement, you're a flight instructor, I guarantee you will get a lot of business.
Yeah.
Telling you.
All right, Ryan.
All right. What kind of tailwheel would you get?
If I were you, this is just preference to me because I have a lot of time in them, is a Citabria.
Oh, yeah. That's what they had over there. They had a
GCDC or whatever, any kind of Citabria you can find.
Yeah.
Preferably 150 horsepower instead of 115.
Oh, yeah.
A little more power, but just a little tandem Citabria airplane. You can find a nice one for 60, 70,000, and I'm telling you, you probably get some business.
Well, that's what they had, and they would do aerobatics in it too. There was one instructor that was come in. He was an old guy.
Backwards.
Yeah, and he would go out and take people do aerobatics and stuff.
Yep.
It took me a second. I was like,
the aerobatic backwards.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's some good little airplanes. They're easy to fly. It's just like a 172 of a tailwheel airplane.
Oh, really?
They're easy to fly.
Yeah.
Are those the ones that carry the flags?
On the beach?
Yeah.
They actually use old ag airplanes for those most of the time. Yep. A Pawnee.
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing when I go to Orange
Pawnee.
Beach. Yeah.
Yep.
So you can start that
Pawnee.
business too.
Start doing banner towing too.
Start doing some flyovers and.
Yep. I never did that before, but some people will go and do that to build their tailwheel time.
Yeah.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Go tow banners.
Little side job.
Mm-hmm. The more tailwheel time you have, the better.
It's crazy to watch them because they'll come down, and then they.
Oh, to hook up to the banner.
Yeah, to hook up to the banner. They'll come down and they have their hook hanging out. Yep. They hook the banner and then they straight up right at the stall.
Yep. So they don't do it on takeoff. They do it.
Oh, they take off.
And then they come back around and they throw a freaking grapple hook out the window that's hooked up to the airplane, and they hook it. Yeah. You probably find a video of how they pick them up.
Oh, I'm sure there's something on YouTube.
Oh yeah, probably.
You've never done that?
No, I've never. I would like to try it one day just to tow it on the beach. It'd be cool. But
let us know if you ever do, and you'll come back and tell us about it.
Yeah, they'll come back and talk about it.
Quick 10-minute conversation.
That's right.
Yeah, I know the guy that has the business in Gulf Shores.
Oh yeah,
I went to Flying Tigers with him for a little while. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I don't know if he didn't just go to Gulf Shores, like I said, to build some tailwheel time. and just stayed. And then ended up buying the business.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm glad you came.
Yep.
It's an interesting part of aviation.
I'm sure people want to know about it.
Yeah.
Just like I want to know about other stuff too. But
yeah, well, I mean, really the only time people see ag planes is maybe driving down the interstate, might see y'all spraying a field or whatever. But if you don't live like how you did, where you were living,
if you live in the middle of a city, you're probably not going to see them.
No.
Like traveling and stuff, I've flown into an airport and they're like, "Man, can I take a picture?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of people think the ag pilots, when they see an ag airplane at an airport, some people I've been with are like, "Man, they cut in front of it." We're not out to be assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some people think about ag pilots like that. I've seen it.
Well, y'all have radios and everything.
Yeah. Some people don't.
Yeah.
Some of them don't have radios, or some people are scared to talk on radio. Like,
why don't they put a radio in? I mean, you could get an old
simple radio.
KX
I think you can get the radio. We just put a radio in the airplane. I think it was like $1,500.
Yeah.
Put a radio in and talk on it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't talk on it when I'm flying there because it's private, and I mean, we talk to each other.
Yeah, you don't need to.
The neighboring airplanes, but like up north when I go fly in Iowa, we're flying off a municipal airport all day, spraying, and I talk on the radio. Yep.
Yeah. Sure, there's other planes coming in too.
Oh, yeah.
Not just y'all.
100%.
Flight Tales, woo-woo.
If you've made it this far, you've listened to the entire episode. And for that, we would just like to say thank you, and we hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about today's episode or suggestions for future episodes, just leave a comment or message us, and we'll do our best to answer. If you'd like to check out some fun aviation videos, check out our YouTube channel at Owens Flight Training. Or if you'd like to get more information on becoming a safe, knowledgeable, and confident pilot, just head over to our website, owensflighttraining.com.